All right, so today we are going deep on Adin Ross.
Yeah,
Huge name online, especially on Twitch and YouTube.
definitely.
We've been digging into his career,
Mm-hmm.
looking at his content.
Yep.
We're going to figure out how he built this huge following.
Yeah, and how he just keeps growing it.
What's the secret?
What makes him tick?
Let's jump in.
Oh, that was good.
So one thing that strikes me about Adin,
Mm-hmm.
he blew up so fast.
It's true.
From gamer to streaming star basically overnight.
Like crazy fast.
Makes you wonder, how did he grab millions of viewers so quickly?
Well, I think it's got to be the personality, right?
True.
That energy,
Mhm.
how he talks to his audience,
Yeah.
the humor.
Mm-hmm.
It's a persona.
Yeah.
And it really works.
But he was also smart
Oh, yeah.
early on, doing those collaborations,
Yeah.
getting in front of more people right away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like before influencer was even a thing.
Right. Like he just knew.
They had that instinct.
Yeah.
Totally.
And speaking of instinct, we got to talk e-dates.
Oh, man, the e-dates.
I've seen a few.
Yeah. They're wild.
Pushing the limits for sure.
He's not just playing games anymore. No, it's
Yeah.
like these virtual dating shows.
A
Entertaining, but
little cringy sometimes,
honestly, yeah.
but it works.
Why do you think that format took off for him?
I think, first, it's unpredictable.
Oh, yeah.
You never know what's going to happen.
Keeps people coming back for more.
Right. And then there's the, feeling like you're part of his life.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's just through the screen.
Exactly.
But he also doesn't take it too seriously.
No.
He's making fun of himself, the whole situation.
Makes it even funnier.
Can't forget the controversy, though.
Oh, for sure.
The e-date idea itself is kind of controversial.
Yeah. Is this real? Is it staged?
Right.
Blurring the lines?
And Adin, well,
He loves to stir the pot.
he does.
That controversy gets
Okay,
attention.
and bad attention, right?
Sometimes even better.
It's wild. Remember when Twitch suspended him back in 21?
Oh, yeah. For breaking the rules.
Could have ended things.
Yeah.
But he used it.
Reinvented himself.
Came back even bigger.
With new stuff, more collabs.
It's amazing.
He knows how to keep people talking.
Totally.
And speaking of collabs, he's worked with some huge names.
Lil Uzi, Playboy Cardi,
FaZe Clan.
leaving it on Impulsive.
It's not random, though, right?
No, there's a method to the madness.
So what's the strategy?
It's more than just getting his name out there.
Okay.
He's picking people who fit his style,
Uh-huh.
who appeal to his audience.
Got it.
It's what you call the network effect of influence.
Network effect.
Yeah, so when people with big overlapping audiences work together,
Mm-hmm.
they introduce each other to new fans.
Right.
Their reach explodes.
Win-win for everyone.
Exactly.
That's really smart.
It is.
Shows he gets the whole online world.
More than just a funny guy,
Right. He's playing the long game.
for sure.
But it's not all just games and controversy with him.
No, there's some depth there,
You
too,
see it on his YouTube.
which is growing like crazy.
Highlights, reactions, vlogs.
He's building an empire beyond Twitch.
Exactly.
Smart moves,
Super smart.
reaching new people on different platforms.
And then there's the self-improvement stuff.
Yeah, the motivational talk,
Sharing his story
giving advice.
adds another dimension, right?
More authentic.
Makes him more human.
That's what I find interesting about him.
Yeah,
There's more to him than meets the eye.
a lot more.
Maybe that's another secret to his success.
Phase.
He's always changing, doing new things.
Keeps people guessing.
You want to see what he'll do next?
For sure.
So, we've talked about his rise to fame,
Mm.
the collabs, the controversy,
Yeah,
how he's moving beyond just gaming.
totally.
But there's one big piece we haven't really dug into yet,
And that is,
his connection with his audience.
now that's the key.
That's where it gets really interesting.
Absolutely.
And we'll dive into that in part 2 of our deep dive. Looking forward to it. It's amazing how Adin connects with his fans.
Yeah, like he's figured out how to build actual relationships online.
It's more than just being active on social media.
Okay, so what's he doing differently?
He uses those platforms really well.
How so?
He's always talking to people on Twitter, Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
responding to comments, retweeting stuff,
Yeah, I've seen that.
even doing polls,
Oh, that's cool.
asking for ideas.
Makes people feel involved.
Exactly. They're not just watching.
They're part of it.
He's turned his social media into like an extension of his stream,
Always talking to people.
keeping that back and forth going.
I like that.
But he also brings his community into his actual content.
Oh, yeah.
He takes requests during streams,
Uh-huh.
plays games with viewers,
That's fun.
even uses their ideas in his videos.
So smart.
It's like a feedback loop.
They feel like they're shaping what he does.
And that makes them feel even more connected.
It's brilliant.
It is.
He's not just entertaining them. He's making them participants.
And there's something else.
What's that?
He's not afraid to be vulnerable.
Oh, okay.
Talked about his own struggles,
Yeah.
anxieties, personal stuff.
Makes him more human?
Makes him relatable.
Like someone you could actually know.
Yeah, not just this distant celebrity.
I bet that's huge for younger fans, especially.
Yeah.
Looking for role models, someone to connect with.
Someone who gets it.
It's powerful.
It is.
He's not just entertaining.
Yeah.
He's creating a space for people to be themselves.
To share their own experiences.
Really important stuff.
Especially these days.
So we've got this picture of Adin,
Mm-hmm.
super smart content creator,
Yeah.
understands community, authenticity.
All of that.
But let's zoom out for a second.
Okay.
What does his success say about online entertainment as a whole?
It shows how much things have changed.
How so?
The power's shifted
And who to who?
from traditional media, like the big studios,
Mm-hmm.
to individual creators.
Like Adin. He built a whole career online.
No studio execs, no network deals.
Just him.
And he's not the only one.
Right. It's happening everywhere.
The rise of the independent creator.
Like the Wild West out there.
It is, and Aiden's one of the pioneers.
Leading the way.
And his success proves something.
What's that?
Audiences want this kind of content.
Real, authentic.
More than just passive entertainment.
It's not enough to be funny anymore.
Or talented.
You got to connect.
Build a community.
Make people feel like they're part of something.
You got to be adaptable, too.
Oh, yeah. Things change so fast online.
New platforms, new
Yeah.
trends.
God, keep up.
Otherwise, you're gone.
Adin seems to be good at that.
He is.
Always changing, trying new things,
Not afraid to take risks.
even if he fails.
That's part of it.
That's what's great about the online world.
It's a place to experiment, innovate.
There's no one right way.
Exactly.
Which brings up another point.
Mm-hmm.
Adin's successful,
For sure.
but he's also controversial. He likes to stir the pot,
Push buttons.
break the rules.
Do you think that's part of why he's so big?
It's tough to say.
Yeah.
On the one hand, the controversy keeps him in the news.
People are talking.
It gets him attention.
And some people like that.
The rebellious energy.
That anti-establishment vibe.
But it also gets him criticism.
Oh, yeah.
People say he's insensitive, offensive.
Even harmful sometimes.
It's a balancing act.
It is.
Raises some questions about responsibility.
Especially with such a big platform.
It's a conversation we need to have.
About ethics. About online entertainment.
The lines are blurring between traditional media and online.
We need to figure out the rules.
It's not just about Adin.
It's about the whole industry.
So where do we go from here?
Aiden's a major force online.
No doubt.
But what does it all mean in the long run?
What can we learn from his journey?
That's what we'll explore in the final part of our deep dive.
Okay, so we've talked about how Adin blew up online,
Mm-hmm.
about his smart strategies, his community.
Yeah.
We even touched on some of the controversy.
Definitely can't ignore that.
It feels like he's changing what it means to be an online entertainer.
I think he is, yeah.
Like really pushing the boundaries.
That's what makes him so interesting to study.
So what do you think? Where's this all headed?
Like, what does Aiden's success tell us about the future of online entertainment?
Yeah, exactly.
I think one thing's for sure.
What's that?
Authenticity wins.
Okay, tell me more.
Audiences are over the fake, polished stuff.
Like what we used to see on TV, you mean?
Exactly. They want real people.
With real problems.
Flaws and all.
And Aiden's definitely not hiding his flaws.
He owns them.
Sometimes it feels like he even leans into them.
It's part of what makes him so relatable.
Makes him seem more human.
Not afraid to be vulnerable, to mess up.
You see his emotions.
This connects with people.
Especially younger viewers, I bet.
Oh, absolutely.
They're looking for role models who are more like them.
Less perfect, more real.
It's like he's creating a new kind of celebrity.
One that's not about image control.
But about real connection.
And that changes everything.
How so?
The old gatekeepers, the studios, the networks,
People who used to decide who gets famous.
they're losing their power.
That's got to be empowering for creators.
It is. It means they have more control.
Over their careers, their futures.
We're seeing more voices, more perspectives.
Because anyone can build an audience now.
If you have talent, if you work hard,
And a good internet connection, of course.
it's the democratization of entertainment.
But it also creates new problems.
What do you mean?
How do we make sure the quality stays good?
Mhm.
How do we stop the bad stuff, like misinformation?
That's the big question.
No easy
It's
answers.
going to take everyone working together.
Platforms, creators, audiences.
We need new rules, new standards.
It's like we're building the plane while we're flying it.
Kind of, yeah.
But that's exciting too, right?
Definitely. We're seeing a huge shift,
In how entertainment works.
and Aiden's right at the forefront.
So, what do you think? What's next for Adin?
He's already so successful.
But he doesn't seem to be slowing down.
I'm curious to see how he evolves. The online world is constantly changing.
It's hard to stay on top.
He's showed he can do it, though.
He's a master of reinvention.
Always trying new things, pushing limits.
Maybe he'll branch out.
Could see him in music, movies.
Even traditional media, who knows?
He's got the personality for it.
The drive, the audience.
And he's not afraid to take risks.
That's what sets him apart.
Totally agree.
So there you have it.
Mm.
We've gone deep on Adin Ross.
His rise, his strategies, his impact.
He's controversial, no doubt.
But he's also talented, influential.
Love him or hate him, he's changing things.
And that's why he's so fascinating.
What are your takeaways?
Yeah, what do you think?
Head over to our socials and let us know.
We want to hear from you.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning.
And keep diving deep.